on, bro. There's already people here. Let's stop the car. Don't keep my Glock on me real quick. Let me pull out my Glock. Hey, Joe. Somebody wanna try? What's gonna happen? Oh, fuck. What's this? Glock getting in trouble. Sit down. I can't afford to get my car on. Put my gun on the cop. Wait, how about the car? Just gun. Give me back. I'm gonna pull out my gun unless it's a fist fight. I'm gonna pull out no hand weapon unless it's a fist fight. In a second, I lost him? I'm just good for real. I'm just good at losing the cops. I went the wrong way. Did I go through the freeway? That's not where I want to do. Where did I go? Oh, what's up there? I'm dumb. Who thinks she did? Come on. No, you lucky. I'm late for school. I can't even go in the school.
Not this reality show shit. That's why I like this is class anyway. All the money in the world ain't going to buy this thing. We should totally get drunk together. Get over yourself. Hey, you're so beautiful. Come on, let's hang. Right now.
You said fuck yeah, because I'm so good for something.
Life is fucked up. Like get chump. Play, pussy, get fucked. I'm on. Shut.
Who did? But I can't even do that. I dropped him. That's right. Yeah. I'm gonna knock him out with the test.
Los Santos? More like Los Demonios' ass. What an idiot! Asshole! What a scumbag! You bitch! Come on! I'm sick of you maniacos!
Beef? Yeah, boy. I got you. Beef. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. Drop them. Drop them both. I got one stuck, so I killed him and I dropped them too. I dropped him. You know, but he's still gone. I'm sick of you maniacos. I'm sick of all maniacos. They didn't catch me. I'm going to skip school. Fuck it, my mom whooped me. I'm skipping school. I don't care if my mom whooped me. I'm skipping school. And I fucked up hard. So I'm gonna go back home, go to sleep, wake up the next day, go to school. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I just need so hard. I sneezed so freaking hard. She drives fast, she's quick, and shit. Don't do no.
When Ja Morant got more money in his pocket, he definitely began to ball out. This brings us to number 2, because Ja Morant made the Grizzlies the most iced out team in the NBA. When Ja was named an NBA All-Star in 2022, he rocked the flashiest smile during Media Day. This was because he was rocking a custom diamond grill, created by legendary custom jeweler Johnny Dang. Morant purchased the grills back in 2020, which ultimately led to his teammates Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark adding custom diamond grills to their jewelry collection. Ja's custom diamond grill cost around $35,000 to make, and he was asked by Johnny himself if he would ever wear the grills during an NBA game. Ja responded by saying he might try to find me or something. But grills aren't the only thing Ja spends his millions on. After signing a 5-year, $200 million contract, he got 2 different Rolls Royces, the Dawn and the Cullinan, worth almost $500K each. Plus, he bought a $3 million mansion right across the street from his parents. But as for Ja's favorite animal, it's probably giraffes. When he received the NBA Rookie of the Year award in 2020, the Memphis Zoo did something special. When their newest giraffe was born on November 10th, they named it Ja-Raff, in honor of Ja Morant. The Memphis Zoo is a huge supporter of the Grizzlies, so they knew they had to show their support to their young star. Ja was so excited about having a giraffe named after him that he had to tweet about it. But he had to make sure the giraffe knew he would still put him on a poster.
I don't believe.
Come here. I want to show you something. These are Movies 24-hour.
But a giraffe wasn't the only thing he got for winning Rookie of the Year. He also got his name featured in his favorite music. Because at number 4, as soon as Ja was selected with the number 2 pick in the 2019 draft, he was in the spotlight. His high-flying dunks caused him to stand out to rappers. And also the Rookie of the Year award. Since he won the award, he was already featured in numerous artist songs, including J. Cole's My Life, featuring 21 Savage, and Murray and Lloyd Banks' Death by Design. However, the Grizzlies star already tweeted out his favorite song that shouted him out, which was Moneybagg Yo's song, Rookie of the Year. The entire song is based around Ja's Rookie of the Year award, and is a direct shout out to him. Ja's playlist has to be fire, since it's full of songs that just talk about him. Now, even though on the surface, Ja seems to be a nice guy, it seems like he has a dark side to him as well. It's one thing to talk trash in an NBA game, but it's another to talk trash to some kids in a pickup game at home. A teenager was playing a pickup game against Ja Morant when the two got into it. The team threw the basketball, accidentally hitting Ja in the face. Ja came up to him, put his chin on his shoulder, and asked, "Should I do it to him?" He then attacked him, and Ja Morant's father said all of that was true. Except when Ja went up to the teen, he did hit him, but in self-defense. When the fight was over, the teenager threatened Ja by saying he'd light up his house, which scared Morant and his family. The teenager came home with a large knot on his head, so his mom called the police and made a report. And on January 5th, 2023, the family filed for a civil lawsuit against Ja, saying it was all Morant's fault, and he didn't act in self-defense. But at least this should teach you, trash-talking Ja is never a good idea, which this fan learned when he tweeted at Ja after a terrible game. He was making fun of how Ja played, and even worse, he was making fun of his girl. And Ja responded with a tweet. It said, "It's free to see how Hollows feels. He may have went a little too far." But for being one of the most athletic point guards in the NBA today, you'd think Ja was dunking the day he was born. It's surprising to know that Ja wasn't always this athletic. He couldn't even dunk his first 3 years in high school. Ja stood at 5'9" and less than 160 pounds in his first 3 years. And despite that, he still earned all-state honors in South Carolina. And it wasn't until his senior year that he would finally throw down his first in-game dunk. So now he's able to dunk on anybody he wants. For number 7, Ja was actually teammates with another NBA All-Star all the way back in high school. It just happens to be the player picked ahead of him in the 2019 draft. 5 years before they were the number 1 and number 2 picks of the draft, Ja and Zion dominated on the court together. Back in high school, they didn't have all their basketball powers, so they weren't looked at as the stars they are today. Zion wasn't getting all media attention, and Ja was still as skinny as ever. Back then, no one could have guessed that these two would be future NBA All-Stars. When they were drafted in 2019, both players remember being teammates back in the day. Ja's dad remembers Zion being a quiet, athletic kid, but not quite as athletic as he is nowadays. And for number 8, even though he's one of the most exciting stars in the NBA today, Ja Morant wasn't a top recruit in high school. In fact, every site had him rated as a 0-star prospect. After earning All-State honors during his junior year, he received 0 D1 offers. But it made sense. He only stood at 6 feet tall and only weighed 160 pounds. Luckily for Ja, he was one of the last players added to a basketball camp, and the Murray State assistant coach happened to be at the camp. But for a completely different player. James Cain got hungry during the camp, so he went to the concession stand to find some snacks. And while he was there, he heard basketballs being dribbled in a different gym nearby. Out of curiosity, James went over to check it out and saw Ja Morant lighting it up in a game on 3-on-3. It only took Cain a few minutes to whip out his phone and call the head coach of Murray State. He told him to come to the gym immediately. He knew he found his player. When the head coach arrived and saw Morant, both coaches knew they found a special player and immediately began recruiting Ja. They offered him a 4-year scholarship to attend Murray State. But because Ja wasn't highly recruited, his parents had to ask if it was a full scholarship. Both coaches laughed and said, yeah, it's a full 4-year scholarship, but he's only going to be here for 2. If you're an athletic point guard who dunks on defenders and has insane hops, you're going to be compared to Russell Westbrook. But that's exactly what Ja wants to hear, because in an interview with the Dan Patrick Show, Morant said that Westbrook was his favorite player. He tries to play just like Russ, with his ability to score, rebound, and pass. And of course, dunk on defenders. He also plays with a similar chip on his shoulder, just like Westbrook. Morant doesn't feel like Westbrook gets the respect he deserves, and compares that to himself. Growing up, Ja also felt like he didn't get the respect he deserved and was overlooked as a player. Being a 0-star recruit, Ja's definitely following in Westbrook's footsteps.
2 mistakes to stop in order to get in shape.
The best way to lose weight and get in shape, not keto, not paleo, not carnivore, and it's definitely not this. I want to see you put a pizza in your mouth.
I will never say no to pizza.
I do eat pizza. I love donuts. I love burgers. I really do eat this food.
So you probably have come across this guy before. He doesn't even cut back on carbs.
You think that I don't eat carbs? You're wrong.
Supposedly, he's a celebrity trainer. I met him.
Yeah, we'll go, man. We'll go, man. Yeah, about to see his journey. We'll go, man.
This for your sister. This for you.
Golden State ball. No. And Murray's down and hurt. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Thompson running the floor. And a foul. And Thompson grabs his left knee. Now writhing in pain. Steph Curry slamming the knee. Offensive glass. Adams Plumlee goes over the top. Adams making sure he's okay. That's 5 on Mason Plumlee. That was a great sportsmanship. Big fat loss and an entertaining player to watch over the years, Scott. Yes. And Kobe's going to give autographed shoes. Yeah. A couple of kids in the crowd.
I have your delivery.
Alex?
Kathy? What are you doing here? Is that Billy?
It's not what it looks like, Alex.
It's exactly what it looks like. sweatshirt. From LeBron James. What did he do to get a hug like that from LeBron just a moment ago? We'll show you. He just won
喂。